going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm giving you guys an update on the Detroit Lions practice, okay? So let's get right into it. We haven't actually gave an update on the practice in a minute, but as we know, the injury bug has kind of started to hit the Detroit Lions. So I decided that we would really take a look at what injuries have been going on, okay? So let's get this thing started.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile!
So now that we're into the video, we're going to be looking at the injury update, okay? We're going to be looking at some of the guys that are injured, and the one that pretty much everybody knows about at this point is Mike Daniels. Now, Mike Daniels actually injured his right foot versus the Philadelphia Eagles early in that game. He was walking off, he had a boot, crutches, not a really good sign. He did not practice today, okay? So I think it's a very, very, very slim chance that he plays versus the Kansas City Chiefs, which stinks, okay? Because he's a very talented player, but I would love to see him after the bye versus the Green Bay Packers. I want to see him against the Green Bay Packers, okay? He's ready for that, and I would say if I'm betting, that's probably when he'll come back because he'll get an extra week if he waits out this week. He'll get an extra week to get healthy. So it would be nice to have him back this weekend, but I would say there's a good chance he probably won't play this weekend. Even though it's only Wednesday, probably a good chance he won't play this weekend, and he'll wait until that Green Bay game, and hopefully he's back by that time. Then, Danny Amendola. This one kind of surprised me. I was not expecting this. Danny Amendola did not practice, okay? He landed on his left shoulder. Philadelphia Eagles on one of those grabs. As we know, that crazy big grab. Well, he actually landed on his left shoulder, and he hurt that, okay? He didn't practice today either, and I knew it was like kind of a thing, but I didn't know it was like that big of a thing where he wasn't going to play. No, he's not practicing, okay? So Danny Amendola, another guy out. Now, the guy that everybody at this point has been talking about is Darius Big Play Slay, okay? What is Big Play Slay doing? Is this dude going to play? Okay, is Big Play going to play? You see what okay. Is Darius Slay going to play? That's what we're worried about at this point. Well, he practiced, kind of, okay? He was limited. He practiced a little bit. Didn't put any strain on that hamstring, okay? When it came down to running stuff, no, he wouldn't want to worry with that. He's not going to put any kind of strain on his hamstring, so he practiced a very little bit, but I guess it is a good sign that he was on the field, so he's still taking reps, so that's a good thing. We'll see if he plays. We need Darius Slay. Out of all the players, I really want to see Darius Slay out there. Obviously, I don't want to see any injuries, but Darius Slay is going to be super, super important for us, so hopefully he can get back on the field. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. And then the two other guys that, have been dealing with injuries up to this point, Deshaun Hand, who hasn't played yet, he was also once again limited. Not much participation there from Deshaun Hand. We'll see if he comes back this weekend. I think he'll be a big help if he does on the defensive line, add some more depth, get better rotations, another talented player. But again, I don't know. He's just not practicing that much at this point. But who knows? We might see. I don't know. Last week it looked like he was questionable. Then he was downgraded to out pretty quickly. Next up, Rashaan Melvin, who has been dealing with his knee injury, leg injury, whatever you want to call it, for a while now. Well, he's still limited in practice. So I'm not worried about him not playing, but he is still limited. I think that's something to definitely keep an eye on. He's been fighting through his injuries. He's been very, very reliable. So thank you, Rashaan Melvin. And especially not going if Darius Slay can't go, he's going to have a huge role in this Kansas City game. Okay, so we definitely need, we have to have at least one of those guys out there, okay? Because then we're going to have some big problems if not. The Danny Amendola thing is interesting. I could definitely see another wide receiver getting some playing time because Amendola I thought was going to be really big against the Chiefs. So if he can't go, I could see maybe a Marvin Hall or one of those guys stepping up into that role for this Kansas City Chiefs game that we did sign to the active roster recently. Rashaan Melvin, Darius Slay, if neither of those guys can go or just Darius Slay can't go, maybe we'll bring in another cornerback. We'll have to see. I would say Amani would probably be active. He hasn't even been active at this point. Jalen Ramsey, no, I'm kidding, okay? Maybe. But seriously, no. I don't know what's going to happen there with Darius Slay. Hopefully he can play. But that's the injury update. I just want to give that to you guys. So let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.